My name is Brittany, and I want to talk about astrology because it is one of my loves of life, and I want people to understand it like how I do. And what I've noticed is that people don't like to read about things sometimes. Sometimes they do, but you don't have to anymore because you can watch videos on YouTube, and that's what I've been doing lately. I've been watching a lot of astrology videos of people on YouTube, and there are some really great people on YouTube making videos, so I thought to myself, I could do this. Because, you know what, I think I know a lot about astrology. Like, at this point, I've been, studying it for a little bit over 3 years now, and not that I know everything. There's always more to learn with anything. Like, I'll be learning my whole life, but I think I know enough to start making videos like these people, and I know that it's what I should do because I feel really nervous to do it because I've never liked the way that my voice sounds, on a computer. I haven't used my webcam for like 5 years because of this. So I'm so nervous right now to do this, but I want to make astrology videos, so I'm gonna do it. So I'm doing it right now. And that's it. Okay. So astrology, like, why astrology? Why would, who gives a shit, right? Well, here is why. There's so many reasons why, but if you want to know yourself, if you want to know why you do all those weird little things that you do, if you want to know about other people, if you want to know everything about someone without even knowing them, if you want to know whether you're compatible with someone, if you want to know why your dad is so strange, like anything, and you can literally find out everything about someone through the astrology chart. Like, you could find out anything. You could find out everything. So it's really great. And and you can also find out about how the days are affecting you. You can follow the moon through each sign all year round. You can follow what's going on with the planets and everything else, so you can see when the best opportunities to make certain moves will be. You can see just when people are going to be crazy, when people are going to be like this, when the energy is going to be like this. So really valuable there. Oh my god, have I even been looking at the camera this whole time? I don't know. But, okay. No, it's okay. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about astrology. So when people say astrology, we think like, okay, I'm a Taurus, or I'm a Pisces, or I'm an Aquarius, or whatever. But when people say that, and when it's based on your birthday like that, that is your sun sign, okay? And you have many more signs than that sign. Sure, you do have that sign, like, that sign's not wrong. Yeah, you are that sign, you're right. Like, but there is so much more to it. And, that's what I want to teach people about, because I think a lot of people get, stuck on, I'm not like an Aquarius, like, what is this bullshit? Astrology's bullshit, I'm nothing like that. Well, yeah, you might not be like an Aquarius. Like, yeah, you are an Aquarius, but maybe you have a moon in Scorpio, or all these planets in Aries, and, maybe you feel more like that, but you just haven't done your chart, so that's why you're thinking astrology is not real, because you haven't actually looked at the whole picture, which is what happens, I think, with a lot of things. But anyways, here is my chart. Ugh, I can't really see it. Okay, yeah, so here's my beautiful chart. And no, not just my chart's beautiful, your chart's gonna look beautiful too. You can't really see it too good, but anyway, so to have your chart, you need to know what time you're born. And if you don't know the time you're born, you can still find out some stuff, but you really need to find out the time that you're born if you want to have the full chart, because a really important part of the chart is called the rising sign. And that is the sign that is rising at the time when you were born. So you really gotta know what time you're born, and it could change. Like, if you're even a few minutes wrong, like, it could change. So it's really important to, like, get your birth certificate, or ask your mom, and just, like, if you don't have, like, 10 brothers or whatever, she'll probably remember what time you're born. An estimate time is better than no time at all. Like, you need a time. And, yeah, and with the time, you could find out about the rising sign. And the rising sign, or the ascendant is what it is called, is kind of like your mask to the world. It's like the way you look, usually, and the way you act in situations where you're, uncomfortable, or maybe just, like, first begin, like right now, like a situation like this for me, like, I would be acting like my rising sign more than my sun sign. My rising sign is Aries. So the sign of Aries is really like, go, 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 just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. And that's what I'm doing right now. But deep down, like, my sun is in Taurus, and a Taurus would behave in a more slower, calmer, kind of manner, which maybe if you get to know me, I'll start to behave like that. But for now, it's Aries, and it's go, 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 and it's do this video before you don't do it at all. So, did I even explain what I was explaining? Okay. So yeah, the rising sign, kind of like your mask. You need to know the time that you're born to know it. And yeah, it can kind of be how you look too sometimes, but that could be modified by other things in your chart, which I'll get to in another video. So then you have your rising sign, okay. And then your sun sign. So yeah, your birthday. So based on the birthday, it's kind of like your main, like, essence, like what you want to do in life is your sun sign. So actually, the rising sign is usually what you notice first in people, then the sun sign. And I posted something a while back about that, and yeah, people act like their rising sign, not their sun sign. But the sun sign is what you want to do in life. It's what you want to accomplish. It's what you, like, yeah, it's very important too. Harder for me to explain right now, but it's, yeah. So, like, for example, I'm a Taurus sun, so Tauruses are like slow and steady. Like, we accomplish things at our own pace, and we're very stubborn. Like, once we've made our mind up about something, like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it. Like, no matter what, we're gonna do it. So Taurus, bullheaded, stubborn, but really deep down, we just live through our senses, and we just want to sit back, enjoy some good food, enjoy some good music, just indulge in all the pleasures of life, and be able to do that. So a lot of Tauruses are kind of working their whole life towards this, oh, I just want to be at peace like that, and do that relaxing, enjoying stuff. That's like the essence of Taurus. They just really want to enjoy life, because they're ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love and the planet of what we value. And so Taurus have really strong values, and usually they're quite materialistic, like, just because they really want to enjoy life, right? Because Venus wants to enjoy life. Venus wants to party and socialize and just enjoy life. So that's a little bit. I'm gonna get better at explaining things. I know I'm not very good at explaining things right now, but I really want to do these videos, and I promise they will get better. This one is gonna be the shittiest video because it's the first one, and it's always, it gets better, right? Like, I'm gonna get better, okay? And yeah, okay, so that's the sun sign. And then you have a moon sign. And the moon sign is your emotions. It's your inner self. And people might not notice your moon, maybe at all, until they really get to know you and how you feel. The moon is how you feel. The moon is your instinctive feeling when you're in a situation. And the moon is what you need to do to feel secure and comfortable in a situation. So, yeah, that's the moon. It's really important. If you want to know someone, like, deeply, like what they're really like, but what they maybe aren't showing you that they're like because of their rising sign or whatever sign, depending on what they are, right? You look at the moon sign, and that's how you'll find out what they really need deep down to feel secure and loved. So, moon sign, very important, yeah. And then you have your Mercury sign. And your Mercury sign is how you talk. It's how your mind works. It's how you think and how you talk and how your mind works. And so, like, I'm talking right now, and the way that I'm talking is probably because my Mercury sign is Gemini. And Geminis are like blah 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 blah. Like that's how I describe Gemini. That's it. But Geminis like to talk, and Geminis think a mile a minute. They can actually think 10 different thoughts at once. Am I right, Geminis? Can you? Like, and I understand this energy because I have Mercury in my Gemini, Mercury in Gemini. So I think and talk like a Gemini. So I get along well with most of you Geminis. So that's Mercury. But see, if I had Mercury in Taurus, I would probably think about what I say a little bit more and slow it down and really feel with my senses. But actually I have Mercury in the 2nd house, so it's kind of like I have Mercury in Taurus, but we will get to houses later. Houses are another part of your chart. So I'm just trying to get through explaining the planets right now, but eventually I'm going to explain every part of your chart if anyone actually watches this that far. Okay. The next part of your chart is Venus. And Venus is the planet of love and what you value. So yeah, Venus signs are really important. I've heard like through some books that for women Venus is like how they act when they're like trying to get a guy or whatever, and Mars is like the type of guy that they find attractive. And then for guys it's flipped the other way, so like their Venus sign is the type of woman they want to attract, and their Mars sign is how they act to go about getting her, you know. But I mean, I think that is probably kind of true, but I also think that we both men and women use both. But that could just be me. I don't know. I believe both things at once. See, that's my Gemini Mercury. Like, I can think 2 thoughts at once. I can believe 2 things at once. Yeah. So that's that. That's Venus. And then Mars. Yeah, Mars is like your energy, your aggression. It's how you get angry. But it's also your sex drive and just, yeah, your drive to do anything. Like Mars, right? Like action, assertion, aggression. Mars. Okay. And then after Mars we have Jupiter. And Jupiter is where you're lucky. Jupiter is the sign that Jupiter is in and where it is in your chart, what house and whatever, is how you will bring great luck to you. If you look at the qualities of that sign, you might notice that when you're expressing those qualities, you are the most fortunate in life, and maybe you're rich. And yeah, so Jupiter's really cool if you want to look at how you can be the most lucky in life. More on that. Oh yeah, and also how you can feel the most joy. I think usually when you're expressing your Jupiter, you'll feel really happy. Combined with your moon, I think, which is like your inner feelings, but yeah, that's Jupiter. And then, but now we're getting into the outer planets here. So these planets stay in a sign, like Jupiter stays in the same sign for a whole year. And Jupiter is in Leo right now. It's in Leo until August, and it's been there since July. Really fun time. But yeah, so these planets are a little less personal. They're still personal in your chart, but they're a little bit less personal than those last planets that I was talking about. They still affect you, but just like everyone in your year will probably have the same Jupiter sign as you, so it's kind of more of a generational thing. Still important, but the house maybe is more important, because the house, you need to know the time that you're born.